Big Al, we're still recording here. Um,
Oh,
is everything okay? Why are we still recording?
no. You see, no, Matt. You see, everything's not okay. Ever since we did this show, it's been all you. Okay, I, you know, it is my turn to take over here, and you asked me a couple of days ago if April was the best month, and you're right. We talk about basketball, we talk about hockey, baseball, football. We got our thing going,
Right?
but there's one thing we haven't talked about, and that's the granddaddy of them all. For all you wrestling fans, WrestleMania.
Oh, WrestleMania is back. Oh, I
Oh
love
yeah,
it. I love it. Yeah.
that's that's right, Matt. And this year, once like last year, it's a two-night event, so Saturday and Sunday. And I'm sorry, guys, all of our wrestling fans, but guys, we're not gonna wait a week till you hear our pretty faces again. We're back, and we're doing a WrestleMania preview.
Yeah.
And man, I just got one question for you, Matt. Just one question. Hang on. What you gonna do when the co-host of WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan and
Oh.
Titus O'Neil,
Oh.
and all the Hulkamaniacs
Oh.
come running wild on you, brother?
Yes. I love it.
Ah,
Yeah. Yes.
right. Titus O'Neil and me, Hulk Hogan, we're gonna do this show together. And Matt, as we said, two-day event. So let's get right into it. Uh, Saturday night, tomorrow night, get ready. Brought to you by Peacock, by the way. That's the only way you can watch it. Sorry, wrestling fans, but if you haven't gotten it yet, grab some Peacock, grab some popcorn, and get ready for a show.
All right. Free advertising. I like it.
Absolutely. So, Matt, first matchup on Saturday night. The Miz and Morrison, hey hey ho ho,
Mm.
are teaming up against music star Bad Bunny and a guy named Damian Priest. Which way you think that's gonna go tomorrow night?
Well, I did see a really quick highlight the other day of Bad. Was it Bad? Yeah, Bad Bunny, clocking the Miz. Like really, and it was a pretty good shot, man. I mean, you heard it from a mile away. Um, so whenever you throw in some of these celebrities into the ring with actual wrestlers, it's an interesting outcome. I am going to go with the Miz,
And
and
oh,
yeah. I think that the experience there is what's going to carry them to the victory. So I'm go with that one.
all right, Matt. I gotta disagree just because of the fact that what you just said. It's celebrities. So why would they bring celebrities in to lose?
Oh,
Give
interesting.
me give me Bad Bunny and the Damian Priest.
Okay, okay.
So next, Matt, tomorrow night we got Cesaro. His famous spinning move
Uh huh.
versus Burn It Down, Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
What's happening with those guys tomorrow night?
Oh, I'm so going Seth Rollins. He is such a better wrestler than Cesaro. Yeah, Seth Rollins is. I still think he's got. I haven't watched him a little bit, but last I remember, he was one of the better wrestlers in the WWE. I think he's the man. I think he's awesome.
Definitely have to agree with you on that one, Matt. Just I'm sure Cesaro will get a few swings in theoretically, but Seth will take care of business tomorrow night.
All right.
Now, don't know where in the evening this will fall, but this is one of the more highly entertaining ones. Shane McMahon
Oh.
versus the monster among men, Braun Strowman,
What?
in inside a steel cage.
Okay. First of all, whenever Shane O'Mac is in the ring on pay-per-view or on any of these huge stages like WrestleMania, he does something bonkers every time. He's gonna do something crazy. He's gonna jump off the Titantron. He's gonna fly through 4 tables. He's gonna do something crazy. I'm telling you. We could potentially. It's not a Hell in a Cell. It's a steel cage. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. I could see to the point of Shane O'Mac climbing to the top of the cage, and when choosing to go to the outside and get the win, he doesn't, and he dives off back into the ring and lands on Strowman. I think that is that. Oh my gosh, I would put money on it. Something crazy is going to happen. I promise you that.
But does he win the match?
Yes.
Shane McMahon.
Yes.
Matthew, let me catch you up. Shane McMahon is a jerk.
Oh yeah. It doesn't
He,
surprise me.
he's been making fun of Braun Strowman for the last 4 or 5 weeks, calling him a moron, loser, idiot, stupid, everything. And Braun is not going to take it anymore. I say Braun is going to manhandle Shane McMahon with no return.
Okay.
Give me Strowman.
Oh boy.
Next, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship featuring the New Day, who is the current champions,
Mm-hmm.
versus AJ Styles and his manager Omos.
Mm.
And Omos is about 7'3", so he's a big boy.
Oh wow.
Can can those guys pull it off and become the new Raw Tag Team champions?
You know, I think the New Day have had a very long, uh, successful career as a group slash tag team. Um, I think it comes to an end. I think they lose.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, I gotta agree with you. I think AJ is just the next one of the next rising stars, and with a 7 foot something giant behind him, they'll they'll clean up pretty good. So I'm gonna go with you, and new champions come out of Saturday night.
Interesting.
So then we have the women's championship. Sasha Banks is the current champion.
Okay.
This is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Sasha Banks, current champion, versus Bianca Belair, the new up and coming star in the WWE. Win all the divas, Matt. Sasha, Bianca, who you got?
Okay. So this is going to be a very interesting take. It's going to come out of left field, and it could be completely far fetched and may not happen at all. But here's my idea. Sasha Banks has recently starred in a Star Wars TV show called The Mandalorian.
Hmm.
About a year ago now was her last taping of the show. That show ended very open-ended. Her character is still alive. So I think that Sasha Banks is going to lose this match and take a break to record more Star Wars stuff.
This
Yep.
is what you come up with out of left field.
Yep. It's out of left field. I mean, come on.
I can't argue that statement, but Matthew, all I have to say is it's boss time.
It's boss time. Yeah.
And the boss will not lose.
Oh, all
Give me
right.
the boss, keeping our reign going. And for the main event tomorrow night, night one, Matthew,
Mm-hmm.
we have another title, the WWE Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Lashley, the current holder of the title,
Okay.
will face the winner of the Royal Rumble 2 years ago, Drew McIntyre.
Ah.
Will he retain that title back from the almighty Bobby Lashley?
Hmm. You know, it's interesting. I remember Bobby Lashley on his first stint in the WWE from years ago, where he was a very good wrestler. I mean, still is, but took a little bit of a hiatus, wrestled in different companies, now has returned over the last, year or two, and has climbed the ladder in the WWE and become a champion. In- Very interesting, in my opinion. Ooh, this is a tight one. It's a regular match, normal match?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say that Drew McIntyre pulls this out. I've always kind of liked that guy. He's a very interesting character as far as WWE goes because he's taller than you think. I'm pretty sure he's at least 6'5". He's a big guy. So yeah, I like McIntyre. He's a good wrestler, and I think he gets the win.
All right, Matt. I'm glad we can agree on another one here. I think they're both, these guys are not like the Attitude Era, Matt, where we kind of grown up in our era, but
Right.
um, these two guys are the upcoming stars, and I think McIntyre has the edge over Lashley in upcoming, so I'm gonna stick with McIntyre as well.
Okay.
So that ends Saturday night for night one of WrestleMania, and let me just say before we get into night two, just it's not the same without the Undertaker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just through all the WrestleMania he's done and the streak and all that, it's just not the same, but it's still keeping us entertained. So let's move on to Sunday night,
Okay.
WrestleMania Part 2.
Yeah.
Starting things off with KO Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
Oh.
What we got?
So these guys were former partners, right?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. And I've been paying attention enough to know that where they're pretty close, and something happened. Um, so KO Kevin Owens is he the heel?
Yeah.
He's kind of the bad guy in this one.
Yeah.
I am gonna go with, ooh, you know, even though he's been a heel for
Uh-huh.
most of his career, I really liked his character. I really like that guy. I like his look, his wrestling style, his finisher. I like it. I'm gonna go KO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I'll agree again on this one. KO will knock out Sammy with a move that was only made by one of the most hardcore wrestlers of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes, sir.
And he will stun Zayn and get the win. All right, moving on. We got another championship, the Intercontinental title.
Oh,
Big E, from formerly part of the New Day,
I remember. Yep.
is the champion versus Apollo Crews. Two
Okay.
big powerhouse muscle guys going at it. Does Biggie retain?
Um. Now, forgive me if I do not know if Big E has ever had a successful individual career so far. As you know, has he won any individual titles himself? I don't know. If he hasn't, then I'm going to say Big E wins this one because I think he would be a good character for the WWE to grow as a potential champion. So I like Big E. I think I'm gonna go Big E on this one.
Yeah, Matt, I think he retains as well. I think he's the bigger name, and as you said, he can carry certain guys and just in the industry. So I like him a lot. So we'll go with Big E. Another match, another title match here Sunday night. The U.S. Championship, currently held by Matt Riddle,
Okay.
and he is going up against the Irish Warrior Sheamus.
Oh, Sheamus, yeah.
Sheamus. Will Sheamus finally get this U.S. title?
So Sheamus, a very, very Irish, right?
Yes, I believe
Irish or
so.
Scottish, one of the two. Um, very, very Irish person. Um, going after the U.S. championship. I think that he loses. I think he does not get the U.S. title. I know he's been a U.S. champion before, but
Hmm,
I think that yeah, I think Sheamus loses this one.
okay. Man, I went back and forth on this one, but I think Sheamus is going to solve the riddle and get a victory
Okay.
over Matt Riddle.
Mm. All
So
right.
now we got another one, the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka, the Japanese phenomena Asuka,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
having the title versus one of the best in NXT, Rhea Ripley. That's going to be a brawl. Who's going to win the women's title?
I am going to go with Asuka on this one. This is the name that I've heard before as a scrappy. She's not a big girl, right? She's, on the smaller side, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Scrappy for one, and I think that's perfect for the championship. I think she's would be a good champion. So, yeah, I'm going with Asuka.
Okay. You can go with Asuka. But let me tell you, her famous phrase is, "You're not ready for Asuka."
Okay.
Well, guess what? Coming back into this program from out being out for a while, Rhea Ripley is gonna rip apart the Japanese phenomena,
Oh.
and she will be ready for Asuka.
Ho, 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 ho.
And she will be the new women's Raw champion.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we go to the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, versus the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. One on
Yeah.
one. We don't know what Matt, but the Fiend, I don't know if you've seen at all, but this is coming out of you like your worst nightmare.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. Someone might get killed. I don't know. What's Who wins this creepy, creepy match?
Did you say this was a normal match?
Yes.
Okay. Um. Yeah. It's always interesting to see what Bray Wyatt has up his sleeve as far as a character because he's a spooky dude and he's always been on that creepy level. And Randy Orton is, I think Randy Orton is top tier in the WWE. One of the longer tenured wrestlers, and one of the most skilled, has some of the biggest matches of all time, former champion, all the above.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Orton. I like I love Randy Orton. I think he's awesome, and he's faced bigger opponents than Wyatt. He's faced tougher opponents than Wyatt, and he's come out victorious before. So I'm going Randy Orton on this one. I know it's coming.
Matthew. What I forgot to mention to you was Alexa Bliss
I've
is in the
seen,
field.
yeah.
So this could play a factor. Matthew, Randy Orton set the Fiend on fire.
Uh huh.
He's not going to be very happy about that. And this is just a demonic force of not even a human being that's going to get his revenge and end the legend killer. The legend killer will die
Oh,
at WrestleMania Sunday night, and all Randy Orton has to do is let me in.
oh man.
I got the Fiend.
I love it.
Now, now, Matthew, to end the show of WrestleMania on Sunday night, we have our last championship match,
Mm-hmm.
which originally was a one-on-one, but thanks to Adam Pearce, it's become a three triple threat match
Mm.
between, for the Universal Championship, the current champion, Roman Reigns, versus the rated R legend Edge, versus, yes, yes, yes,
What?
Daniel Bryan.
Wow. Ooh.
Three-way championship match for the Universal title. Roman, Edge, and Bryan. Who do you got? Who comes out with the title?
Wow. Oh man. So oh man. I know this one has been um this one has been long coming for Edge, correct? He was injured or he was retired for a long time, and he just I want to say less than a year ago he made his return, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Edge with a big return.
Mhm.
I think we all know the career of Daniel Bryan with injuries before, making a comeback, now a wrestler. Um, and of course, Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman in his corner now, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. That that's a scary thought for many, but
right.
yes, he is with Roman.
Interesting. Hmm. You know, I used to really like Roman Reigns, and once again another guy who coming back off, what was his leukemia, right? He had
Yeah.
he had leukemia and was cleared to wrestle and has been ever since.
Mm,
Um, so all of these guys actually seem to have a little bit of a comeback story. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of a battle of the comebacks. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Um, I think that it would be too good of a story if Edge were to take this. So that's what I think that's the biggest storyline that they could go with, and I think that's what they're gonna do. I think Edge wins the yeah
The joins.
yeah
So WrestleMania is going to be rated R.
correct.
Actually, if you're asking me, it's going to be double rated R. I'm going with Edge too.
Oh
give me the legend. I mean, they're all gonna be one of the best in wrestling history, but um, give me the guy that's making that comeback story, and they'll give it to him, especially at a high stage like this, and then he might lose it down the road to Roman again or Daniel, but I gotta go with the rated R superstar as well. Give me Edge.
Okay, so we finished up the cards for Saturday and Sunday. Now, here's my question to you, sir. Out of
But brother,
sa- out of Saturday and Sunday, what is the biggest surprise that's going to happen at WrestleMania? Is it going to be a surprise appearance by maybe a retired superstar? Is it going to be an outcome that you is unheard of? Is it going to be what do you think it's going to be? The biggest surprise of WrestleMania.
well, Matt, there's only one. I'm surprised there's only one like kind of high powered steel cage match. All the other ones seem to be like regular
Right.
matches, which is ironic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say that somehow in the either in Seth Rollins match or one of the women's matches, Becky Lynch makes her comeback appearance and interferes with one of the matches to go one way.
Interesting. Okay.
And I would love for all these like historic guys to come back, and I'm
Right.
sure some of them are gonna be there. But I would let like I said, it's not same without the Undertaker, but in the Sunday's uh main event with the triple threat, don't know why, but can I think that Brock Lesnar will interfere with that triple threat? Just a thought. I don't know, but just a thought, and that would be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good one. That'll be interesting. He got hurt, right? He's coming off an injury. So like that would be a very good storyline, especially or if it's like you let the winner win and then he attacks, like
Yep.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
now you got me thinking. Now you got me thinking like the Paul Heyman line of if Roman Reigns wins the match and then Lesnar attacks Reigns and gives Heyman a stare down, and he's like, "What are you doing?" All that stuff. That would be. I like it.
yes,
I like it.
ooh, that could be a surprise, and I agree with you with set tomorrow night. Someone's gonna get hurt inside the steel cage within the monster and Shane
He's
O'Mac.
he's gonna do something. He always does. He's one of the most fearless people to ever be in the ring. He
Oh, great.
and it's so weird coming from the boss's son, but he is. He does some of the craziest stuff. I love it, man. I love watching him go.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and we look forward to it. And man, like I said, if for all you WWE fans, we know you've been all looking forward to this. So if you haven't downloaded Peacock, please do because that's the only way you're gonna watch, and it's only not too much to subscribe. So get your popcorn ready for 2 nights, and let's have some fun on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Yeah. Perfect way to sign out. Everybody, appreciate you all for watching this one. Special edition WrestleMania. Coming to you starting tomorrow night. In 13 minutes, it'll be tonight. And Sunday night as well. Two-nighter. Thanks, everybody.
Remember, folks, hustle, loyalty, respect.